Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to Spyro's a Hero's Tale Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we went and entered into our time for the third big huge area within the Spyro's a Hero's Tale game, which that is going to be known as the Icy Wilderness. And from there, we went and collected out some more different light gems, also with other different dark gems, also as well too, we can't forget about as well with the dragon eggs. So now this whole episode is going to be all about with Hunter, because if you guys do recall, we have actually been playing around with Hunter for quite a bit in some of the different past few other areas, but this one here in the Icy Wilderness is going to have a much bigger part of the segment that is going to have to deal around with Hunter for quite a while. And now I'm just going to go and point this out to you guys right here, is that within this segment, I have to say it is absolutely infuriating. I want to say that I think for me personally is that I was having a little bit of a harder time on trying to use the controls around with Hunter, because I know it has been like a little bit of some rustiness towards for this character in specifically, is because like just trying to like line up the shots and try to do that like all properly and trying to lock onto some things gets a little bit tricky sometimes here and there. But later on, not only just with the target lock on situation I was having a problem with, it was like some of the placement of where some of the different enemies were also going to be at as well too, because later on when we start getting into more in depth within this whole entire big huge mission here with Hunter, you're going to be seeing the reason why that it was pretty infuriating. And now if you guys don't know, or if this is your first time actually watching a part of the Spyro's a Hero's Tale, I think I did already when I told you guys, I think maybe 2 episodes ago, that everything that I'm going to be doing out here is going to be post audio production, just because of the simple fact that this game later on within our time here, now especially within our time of playing through Icy Wilderness, is going to be a super rage inducing type of area to be around with, just because of just some of the annoying parts of where these enemies are going to be and other things of that type of nature. And now also as well too, if you guys have been enjoying throughout here within this entire series, or throughout the other different series that we do have on the channel as well, make sure that you guys do go and click on that subscribe button, and also as well, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below to show your support for the series that is going to be happening with our time for today. And also as well, if you do want to get yourself notified with anything that does happen throughout other different episodes throughout the channel, or anything of that type of nature, or even through live streams, because well, again, if you guys are new to the channel, we do have 2 different live streams. We do have, of course, with Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story, and we also do have as well too with Pikmin 4 being on Twitch. And basically both of those 2 games, one is going to be on Mondays at 6:30, and the other one is going to be on Tuesdays at 6:30. And I believe that'll be for Pikmin 4 on Monday, and that'll be for Tuesday for Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story. And I've been kind of mulling this over a little bit, and I know that I know that we're still like trying to continue onwards with Pikmin 4 and other things of that type of nature, but for me personally, I think I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of Pikmin 4, and I don't know if you guys kind of feel like the same exact type of way as I do, but it seems to me like, unfortunately, is that like Pikmin 4 is starting to get a little bit boring to me in some ways. And I've been thinking about probably changing around with the live stream, and I don't know if you guys are somewhat interested on that. If you guys want me to go ahead and change around up with Pikmin 4, I'll probably go and ask you guys this maybe in the description within the comment for our time of this episode for today. And let me know if you guys want me to go and do anything else differently instead of doing Pikmin 4, because I've been thinking about playing maybe Super Mario 64 DS, or maybe playing Children of Mana, which that is also on the Nintendo DS as well, which I'm a big fan of any type of JRPG game, and I think Children of Mana would be a very fun game to go and try out, because there is just so much different type of things that happen within that game. And also too, I believe that was the very first of Mana series games that I think I actually played off of the actual Nintendo DS, because I think there was, wasn't there like 2 or maybe 3 different Mana series games on the DS? I can't really remember. I'll have to try and try to remind myself what the other different Mana series were there.
I meant to give you this on your birthday. Sorry it's so late.
Oh yeah, light jam. Okay, cool.
If you don't like it, you can return it.
Oh, no. I love it. I'll give it to Spyro.
Yeah. Good luck with finding Spyro.
Alright, and there we go. So it looks like we got ourselves with a light gem from our Yeti pal right there. So yeah, so make sure that you go and always talk back to that guy there, because if you forget, then unfortunately you're not going to be able to get yourself with this light gem. Now this was another big area right here that was going to cause out with some infuriating type of stuff as well too, because basically you have to go and hit, I think, what's that, 4 different switches that are here, and you just have to be really careful for where those annoying hammers are going to be well, basically showing up around out here. And only I was just able to I think just get at least like around roughly just 2 of them, and then I went and completely knocked myself out. But then I think I went and did a little bit of some editing here and there, so this is going to be the part where I actually went and decided to finally go ahead and get ourselves all, well, hopefully all accessed into the next up and coming area, because once you go and hit all these different switches, a gate should finally be able to get open, and then you can go and continue onwards. Now also too, you don't want to forget about around with hitting the different Yetis, because if you do go and hit the enemy Yetis, they will actually go and drop down on some well, on some of those lockpicks that you can go and use for Spark for, and that will be a very big help. And also, and I don't know if you guys have recalled, but we do have 3 of the lockpicks features now for Spark, so we can go and use all 3 if we needed to. So it kind of makes things a little bit nicer, but there we go. So now the gate is probably dropped down, and we can go and continue onwards from here. Yeah, I know this part could also get really annoying because of that guy just chilling right there. Yeah, and also too, watch out for the flames that are also going to be showing up around within this cave area, because they will go and ignite, and you will get yourself damaged. So just be very careful when that happens, because that is exactly what happened there, because I got a little bit too risky for the biscuit there, and I decided to completely go and miss out on my opportunity for that. But at least the good thing is that even if you do get yourself a game over within this game, you can always go and continue onwards from where you previously left off. So the game's not really going to be like punishing you all that too much. It's just that you kind of have to restart back from your last save, but that's about it. But let me just say that this area is pretty long. This is like one of the longest type of parts, I think, by far, that Hunter actually has within this whole entire game here. And it's going to be all about with Hunter. Now, also, too, a really cool thing about with also having Hunter is that you can also be able to go and play around with Sparks as well, too, even when you're playing as Hunter. So it's pretty nice that you actually get to have like 2 different playable characters within your time of having like Hunter, or having the choose of yeah, basically have the choosing of Hunter, or you can actually go and use the choosing of Spyro as well. Yeah, so this part was actually somewhat pretty annoying as well. You had to like go and hit like 12 different skeleton guys, I believe. So I just had to go and cut that part out. So I didn't need you guys to go and see that whole entire segment there. It was just really annoying and really bothersome, because like that one particular boss that you guys went and saw there for like a few, well, I want to say for like a few seconds, he's like basically invulnerable, so you can't really go and hit him at all, so you kind of have to wait until he actually starts spawning out with those annoying skeletons. Oh, now here we go. Now this is a part that just made my head like completely spin on this one. This part right here was just absolutely annoying. Yeah, with those falling block platforms, that became like a really annoying big problem right there. And not only that, but well, also too, if you guys don't know, my Xbox controller is a little bit finicky sometimes. So trying to stand on one of those type of small platforms can get really annoying. And there you go. That's what's going to be happening here. Yeah, small platforms don't really work with my Xbox controller all that too much. With my original Xbox controller, I should say, since I have played this on my original Xbox, though. So yeah, so don't forget to go and use your special fire torches there for that one particular spot, because you can get yourself with an extra dragon egg. Now this type of part I did not realize, but you do have to go and shoot down that target that's over there, and I didn't realize that we can be able to go and do that. I thought I could be able to go and jump ahead from there, but yeah, so you have to go and hit that actual target type of spot first. And I think I actually do it right around in here. So here we go. And I think that actually works. There we go. So just like that, we got ourselves with a small little platform there. Just go ahead and jump onto that. And then you can reach right on over to the next phase that's going to happen. Now, this one, I want to say, this one, for this type of segment that's going to happen up around here, I want to say it's not as bad. But it's just that you have to be a little bit careful since everything's kind of like outside now. Well, within the outer part of where the cave's going to be. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful when you're kind of walking around within this area, because you have to do a lot of jumping platform type of things that are going to happen here. So yeah, this one, for that type of thing right there, it doesn't really completely stop. We have seen those type of things before where they have when it stopped, but that one just doesn't stop at all. So yeah, so this one, for this one here, all you have to do is just keep on at least just like, just keep on jumping until your heart's content, because that's kind of like the best way to kind of go and do this here, just so that you can dodge around from all those annoying bats and all those annoying Yeti guys that are around. So just go and just jump right on ahead from there. I just kind of just went it just full force, just went it kind of just like lost a life there for Sparks, but it's all right because I need to go and at least make it to our way to Zoe here. Now this part right here, this one is also a very infuriating one. This one has the most horrible type of placing where you could go and place any type of enemies around out here just to make myself like completely angry within my time. And so basically they have this guy kind of like throwing off his DK barrels at me, and even if I want to try to at least try to somewhat like dodge it, the game doesn't really want me to go and dodge around with that guy at all, so it just makes things more of a problem than it actually has to be. But this part right here, like you could try like all your all your best type of stuff to at least like somewhat try to jump across and not even try to hit like any of those type of, oh yeah, I did see something that was interesting down there, and I believe you could go and find yourself a dragon egg within that spot. But those bats, though, they just do not want to go and leave from their type of position at all. And they just make things so infuriating about it. And not only that, like, even if you want to try and even lock on with any type of things that happen within the bats there, it's like so difficult to like try and like hit every single one because they're just going to keep on flying around. Now this type of part here, I had to go and try to like see, because like even if I try to lock on onto these guys, it's like so impossible to go and do. It's like you kind of have to wait until they actually start going and showing up to where you are going to be. Yeah, and even though that I even went and hit like a few of these different bats, oh, can I make it through? All right, well, it seems like so far I made it through, so that's pretty nice. Now, I think this was my first attempt. I think I actually made it through this type of part here. And now, unfortunately, I think get myself somewhat into a problem there. Yep. Unfortunately, since I lost out on a spark, I did have myself with an extra health, so kind of like had to go through that all over again. So now we have to go and have to head through this type of part another time. And now we just go and just keep on, well, hopefully try to at least knock down with these bats here, because they're still even more of a problem than it has to be. So just kind of lock onto them if you can, because they should at least hopefully try to chase on after you there. Oh. Yeah, and unfortunately as well, this area is really annoying just for where you need to go and walk around with Hunter. Because it seems like Hunter has some very slippery controls. I don't think it's like as worse as like Sonic 06 controls. It's just that you have to be really careful about where you placement of where you put Hunter at. Oh, geez, and just like that. And unfortunately, the last bat is still there. But the good thing is that every type of bat that you go and hit, those bats will actually go and disappear, so that you won't have too much to even go and worry about for another problem. It's just that I have to try and get around through this type of Yeti guy here that keeps on making more of an issue than it actually has to be. Yeah, there we go. So knock him down like that. Now, another good thing. Oh, yeah, see, so even if I try to even knock around with that guy, it's going to be impossible, and then the whole area just completely falls. Yeah, that's also another annoying thing that's also here, is that if you kind of sit on one of those type of bull platforms for like a while, it will actually start to cause some fall damage, which you don't really want to be having to sit on that for like a really long while. No! Every time. Jeez. Yeah, they had to go and put like 2 different guys here that could go and do the DK barrel type of stuff, man. There you go. Just like that, he's down. And I pretty much want to say that this should at least be the part now where I think I will be able to go and continue onwards within our journey from here. Now, I will also be showing you guys the Spark mini game that you will be able to go and do with everything here with Hunter, of course, as well. And just have to really go and dodge around within this part. And there we go. Made it around, and I think we're a little bit safe. Yeah, it doesn't matter, even though I went and lost myself a little bit of a health bar there. At least Zoe is here to go and save the day. Now, this type of segment is not as bad. I don't think I had like too much of a trouble here. It's just that you kind of have to just kind of remind yourself that you have to jump pretty high to like at least reach up into some of the other different parts that happen. And you have to like keep on running as well too, because unfortunately you're gonna have to go and deal with the problem with falling boulders once again. Yeah, they just always like to put falling boulders anywhere just to go and just completely looks like to like completely like bully you around, which that's like not nice. But again, they have to go and try to make this game a lot trickier than it has to be though. Now, I don't know if I already would have said this to you guys already, but there is going to be another Yokai Watch Let's Play that's going to happen within our time for another episode. I want to say that episode in particular is that we're going to be having to go and try to do some upgrading with our Yokai Watch, which I am pretty excited about with that, just so that we can get ourselves with a new rank. And of course, my A button did not work that time, so I had to go completely fall to my doom right there. Yeah, it's pretty nice that, like, Hunter has the hops, though, because I can just go and just dodge right around with those skeletons and have no issues at all whatsoever. Now, I want to say that this should at least be the time where I should be able to go and do what I need to do here. Yep, so just keep on running until your heart's content, and just like that, we got ourselves all saved up with Zoe there. We got ourselves with another dragon egg, and this dude still wants to go and try to knock me down, but it's not going to happen. Yes, and here we are with Sparks.
Spyro always used to send me into cracks like this.
Oh, he did he?
Should I take it from here?
Alright, and here we go. So this is what we need to go and do now, is go and take care of another Sparks mission. Now, this one here in particular is like super easy. Really easy compared to like how the other Sparks mission was. Because if you guys recall from before, heading into, what was it, the Sunken Cavern? That one right there was absolutely infuriating with like the closing of the different doors, and you had to like learn how to actually do like bunny hops with Sparks to actually make through the different doors without having to get yourself like completely closed in. This area has like literally nothing like that here. So you don't have to worry about closing doors or anything. All that you have to go and really worry about is the placement of the enemies that are going to be flying around where you're going to be at. And so far, I want to say I did pretty well around out here. And I will be going and taking care of the light gem if I want to go ahead and do so. I'll probably do that on my own time, like probably off recording, and then probably within the next video. You'll probably go and see that my inventory will be a little bit higher up compared to the light gems that I had here within this episode from before. Because I think here specifically, this is the only type of time that you get to go and play around with Hunter for quite a while. So you don't really want to go and miss on any type of opportunities, I guess, for any type of light gems or even like dragon eggs for that matter, if you're into collecting out on a 100% complete run within this time of it. Now, for me personally, I'm not going to really go and try to 100% complete like all of everything, but just try to at least grab like enough so I can be able to get like some upgrades for Spyro and whatnot that's going to happen. But I know that we already went and got ourselves with a full complete 100, I think, within the Dragon Kingdom area, so I know that was pretty easy. Because that was actually really simple, because I know that was like the very first of like big huge areas to go and do a whole lot of exploring, so we already went and covered up with all of those. Alright, so I think we are getting very close, I want to say, to the end part of our goal here. Yep, and I think we're almost done as well too with the episode, because I think we only just have around like 30 seconds left on the clock though. Okay, so I don't know if we do any other type of exploration from here.
Here you go, Hunter. I got a dragon egg.
And there we go, another dragon egg. No, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Not for now there, Sparks. Okay, so with all that being said in mind, just have to go and find ourselves where Zoe is going to be. She shouldn't be too far away. She's actually somewhat, I want to say, right around where Sparks is going to be. And I think with that being said in mind, I'll see you guys then, and of course, peace.